Well, here we are, folks, back to the bike for the third time. First time for me was after a 37-year break. Came back about 3 years ago, and most of you probably will have followed my story on the channel. Second occasion, as many of you will know, is when I had a major heart incident, which was almost 2 years ago actually, last week, something like that. Was diagnosed with a heart condition called ARVC, so I now have a cardio defibrillator built into the chest. That was the second time back to the bike, and now we are best part of 6 months later, after my last blast round Wiltshire and on an advanced training ride for Back to the Bike Part 3. So, like many of you, I'm rusty. So, got 4 or 5 tips for you today, just general things that we need to think about. So I told the story before, you might have heard me tell this story before, but around about this time last year I trained one of the RAF's F-35 pilots, one of the best pilots in the world. And the guy was talking about world-class basics in the RAF. So that's what we need as bikers, world-class basics, if we want to get home safe. We don't want that policeman knocking on our door, do we, with the bad news for our family. So here we go, let's jump on and let's talk about that, shall we? Okay, so step number 1 then is before you get on your bike is just to just check the basics really. Battery charged up, tyre pressures, bike's been sitting in the garage quite a while, any flat spots on your tyres, probably worth checking the tread on the tyres too, indicators left and right, horn, fluids. Just give the bike a good look round. You're about to commit your life to it. So that's step 1. So we're coming into a village now. Just going to roll off down to 30. And just like you, I'm rusty too. So this ain't going to be a perfect ride. But as they say, fail often, fail better. Yeah, so step number 2 then is basically a rolling brake check. Just check front and rear brakes. Check the anchors are working, nothing seized. No horrible noises. Move it away, give the cyclist room. A blind corner here, so I don't want to be positioned right out. Again, another blindish corner. So I'm going to go into sheepdog mode here. I'm going to hold this van, which means I'm moving out. It's nice to be courteous, isn't it? We come to the national speed limit. But I know that we've got a sharpish right-hander here. Good look deep into the corner. And then ease on the power as we exit the corner. Okay, so I can see there's a car coming ahead. This basically means I'm going to adopt the safe-ish line then, away from him, on my side of the road. Using the gears again up to 5th gear. So here I can position wide, Gives me a view into the corner and again over the hedge, and now I can straighten, view down the road. And again a view down the road here, shows me the road surface is clear, which means I don't need to position out into the right hander there. Now I can, positioning wide just to get the view deep into the corner. So again, it probably goes without saying, those of you seen a few of my videos might recognise this route, heading out through Cannons Ashby in Northamptonshire out towards Banbury. So first few rides, maybe just stick to ground that you know. Just take one of the variables off the table, as it were. Again, just stack the odds in your favour. So 40 there ahead, so it's going to roll off. I'll hit the 40 at 40, not quite. Crossroads ahead, village situation. So just take a good look into the crossroads if you can, through hedges. Well, didn't expect this. Helping the farmer move his spring lambs. A great sight, isn't it, eh? Hopefully we can all get our lives back to normal now after COVID. No worries. Oh, nice little interlude there. Yeah, I trust you haven't suffered too much from COVID. I know it does affect people's livelihoods. And I'm just really hoping and praying, really, that we can, the country can get back to normal, and not just the UK, Lord, not just the UK, but wherever you are in the world when you're watching this. God bless you all. So the next thing I think about is the what I call self-commentary. So again, it's a tip you'll have heard very often if you've followed this channel, and essentially just the basics are you describe what you can see and therefore what you're going to do. So here the road's disappearing to the right, we're in a 30 zone, I've got a junction here on my left, quiet. Now the road is going left, so I'm going to position out to the right, not too close though because it's blind and a car might come around there quite quickly. And I'm trying to keep my speed on or close to the speed limit as is safe. So now we go through the national speed limit sign, so we want to get sharpish away. Don't want to stand the bike on its end, but it's a great opportunity to get rid of any following traffic, isn't it, when you're on two wheels? So checking the mirrors frequently. Want to know what's behind me. And that really brings me to my, I think, tip number 5, which is that during COVID, a lot of road users have been sat at home. So, of course, whatever skills they did have as motorists aren't particularly great at the moment. So, you really need to switch your radar on full. Not just ahead of you, but what's behind you as well, what's to the side. Really got to switch on. I go back repeatedly and watch my mentor's videos, the Sea Fly Fisher Masterclass, and again, strong recommendation for those if you haven't yet seen them. There's about 30 videos there, and in my opinion they are the best instruction on two wheels you can find on YouTube. So coming through the pretty little village of Cannons Ashby. Nice to see people out and about. Checking the mirrors, moving away from the oncoming traffic. Again, we've got a blind corner here, so I'm just going to roll off. I don't want to be tracking around too close to any cars coming in the opposite direction. We've got a national speed limit coming up ahead, so I check the mirrors and smartish away. Another village ahead. But yeah, commentary is very powerful. I would recommend 10 to 15 minutes every journey. And to start off with, you feel quite self-conscious. You don't feel as though you're getting it right. It doesn't matter. It's a skill, and the more you practice it, the better you'll get. So again, I can see the 30 ahead, so I'm just going to roll off. No need to brake, and I'm going to try and hit the 30 at 30. Okay, not quite. Right-hander, so I'm going to position into the left, although not too much into the left there because it's quite a big dip in the road. And we've got a left-hander going into the village, so I want to extend my view as deep into that bend as I can, so I'm positioning as far out as I can onto the white line. I'm dropping a gear for this right angle bend here, looking deep into the bend. Again, no following traffic still. Again, we've got a blind right-hander, so I want to be well out to the left, but conscious of any driveways and maybe cars reversing. Blind left-hander. Yep, there we are. You see the car disappear. So had I been right on the cusp of the bend there, you know, there might have been something unfortunate. Again, blind right-hander. Just a little glimpse over the top of the fence there. But you can see now the roads are just getting slightly busier, aren't they? So again, just be aware. Expect the unexpected. Expect road users to be really rusty at the moment, not to see you. Sorry mate, I didn't see you. So again, spinning that roulette wheel. Okay, we've got a pedestrian there, so I'm going to move well away. So I'm now probably 20 or 30 minutes into my ride, and I've just remembered that something called Lifesavers, if I'm changing position, if I'm moving out, then I really need to check my shoulder, and there's going to be a lot of that going on. A lot of skills that we've internalised that maybe are going to a little bit rusty. We need to pull back. Now I developed a technique for that when I was working with the IM, but also working with Dale, my mentor, because it was there was so much information around. So what I did was I designed a set of flashcards. I've got about 50 of these flashcards, and before I go out on any ride now, I always look at 2 or 3 of them. So actually today, first ride for 6 months, so I looked at 4, and you can see them here. So there's my, what I call the 2-second rule, which basically means you just take a little bit longer coming into a hazardous situation, just to read the situation, but then you get out of it quickly, and that could be a roundabout, it could be a set of traffic lights, it could be passing a school. Okay, so NSL ahead, a little bit of traffic bunching up. The mirrors there as I come out of the 40 limit. So what's holding us up then is a trailer ahead carrying 2 concrete pipes. Farm entrance on the left, and it's a busy time for farmers. Lambing. Probably a bit late now for sowing spring crops, but the roads are dry today, so we haven't talked about the road condition. The road condition is dry. Oh, looks like we're losing the trailer, which is good. A lot to think about, and as you're out riding, you'll find that the major thing that's under attack is your concentration. You'll drift, just like seeing those lovely white lambs and the daffodils and everything else that's going on. But concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. Turn the radar up to maximum. Check your mirrors frequently. And I think just take it easy. First few rides out, just take it easy. Rediscover those skills. So, looking for the overtake now on these. Oh, looks like we've lost one. That's good. I've got a few videos planned for you this year. Have a few trips out, and hopefully I can get back together with my mate Dale for a double dose of biking. So I'm now trying to plan the overtake, first post-COVID overtake. Trying to give myself the best position for the view past this vehicle. We've got a right-hand junction here, so I'm not going to go now. Here we are. Car appearing, so it's a good decision. Well, I know the road opens up here down the right hand side, so we'll think about it if it's clear. Oh, there we go, first post-COVID overtake. So there you go folks, I think that's enough for today. Get out there, be safe, and maybe in the comment section give me your ideas for what you do when you come back to the bike after a long time. So back to the bike, signing off. It'd be great to hear from you all, and I'll see you in the comments.